My name is Cody Brown, and you've got to meet my family. I'm a polygamist.
He can't even emotionally support one wife. Let's give him 4. That, in essence, was the pitch, and somehow it worked. In 2010, Sister Wives crashed onto TLC like a spiritual minivan skidding through suburban America. 1 man, 4 wives, 18 kids, and a dream to normalize polygamy through the healing power of reality television. What could possibly go wrong? At first, it was weirdly wholesome.
This is happening.
We are launching
15 minutes
online My Sister Wives Closet.
No catfights, no contouring, just modest skirts, color-coded chore charts, and Cody Brown, a man who looked like he ran a used car lot and a youth ministry out of the same strip mall. Viewers were fascinated. Critics called it honest and brave. Oprah was obsessed. Utah prosecutors were also obsessed, but for legal reasons. For a while, it felt like Sister Wives was doing the impossible, turning plural marriage into primetime family content.
On a good day, uninterrupted study, I'd say I can probably max a good 15 minutes.
This wasn't just a show, it was a statement. Polygamy, but make it relatable. And then it wasn't, because behind every folksy couch interview and group hug, there were cracks, emotional neglect, silent rivalries, unspoken favoritism, and a single husband who, let's be honest, peaked emotionally in season 3. Today, the Brown family is less one house united under God, and more 3 ex-wives, 1 deeply confused man, and Robin. But before it all fell apart, before the memes, the meltdowns, and the nanny discourse, there was a moment when it almost worked.
We want to take all the kids there and just kind of show them what's actually going on.
So let's go back to where it all began. Before the knives, before the kidneys, before TikTok turned them into punchlines. This is the rise of Sister Wives. You'd be forgiven for thinking Sister Wives was born in a boardroom full of TLC executives asking, what if The Bachelor, but legally complicated?
This is gonna be where we put the roots down. This is it.
But no, it started with Cody Brown, a man with a perm, a plan, and just enough charisma to convince multiple women that sharing him was a solid life choice. In 2010, Sister Wives premiered on TLC and immediately shattered expectations and a few commandments. The first episode introduced viewers to the Brown family, Cody, his 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, and their collective 13 children.
Here and be able to say to our children, this is the real thing, and to have them believe it.
Robin, the soon-to-be 4th wife, entered the picture faster than you can say spiritual union. The premise? Not scandal, not chaos, but love, harmony, and plural marriage with a Pinterest board aesthetic. They weren't hiding, they weren't running. In fact, they practically marched onto national television, waving the polygamy flag and saying, we're not a cult, we just have a really, really busy Google Calendar. The goal? Destigmatize their lifestyle.
Here's to finally being together in homes right next to each other.
Let the world know that Sister Wives don't throw shade. They share casseroles. That Cody wasn't a patriarch, he was just a very busy man with a shared bedroom schedule. The public ate it up. The New York Times covered them. Oprah invited them over. Suddenly, this fringe lifestyle had a mainstream glow up with floral skirts and matching family photos. And despite the very real possibility of being arrested for bigamy, the Browns became media darlings. They appeared on talk shows. They got a book deal. They even filed a lawsuit against the state of Utah for criminalizing their living arrangement and won, temporarily. It was a bold move.
And so at this point, I'm just encouraging her with every step that she goes.
Expose your illegal family structure on cable, then sue the government for noticing. But for a brief moment, it worked. Viewers were fascinated. This wasn't big love, this was big risk. And the Browns came across as oddly relatable. Janelle was practical, Christine was bubbly, Mary was vulnerable, Robin was new, and Cody?
I called them and tried to explain everything that was going on with them. But I came up with a creative backup plan.
He had all the energy of a golden retriever with a messiah complex. And sure, people had questions like, is this legal? How does the sleeping schedule work? Is Robin just younger or also the favorite? But still, Sister Wives was an instant hit. The season 1 finale pulled in 2.7 million viewers, TLC's biggest success in years. America wasn't just watching, America was invested. At its core, the Browns promised a simple idea.
Right at you, and you were like, oh, this is not my place, and you left.
For the simple line that you are a gentleman.
That love isn't limited by numbers, that families can look different, that one man could actually balance 4 marriages and live to tell the tale. And for a while, it felt almost noble. But as any longtime viewer will tell you, when you mix fundamentalist religion, legal gray zones, and 18 children in one show, it's not a question of if it'll collapse, it's when. You don't notice the cracks at first. They sneak in, quiet.
Some people are just going to look.
This is making me nervous. We have a whole bunch of people looking at it, but nobody's buying anything.
Casual, wrapped in family meetings and fake smiles. But make no mistake, sister wives started falling apart long before Christine packed her bags or Cody forgot his own kid's birthday. The first real uh-oh moment, Mary, the OG wife, the day one rider.
For this business, we don't know how this is going to go.
I intend for it to grow.
The woman who gave up her legal marriage to Cody in 2014 so he could officially wed Robin and adopt her kids. Romantic, right? Except it wasn't, because that selfless act turned into Mary slowly fading into the wallpaper while Cody emotionally relocated to Robin's house permanently. And just when you thought it couldn't get sadder, 2015, the catfish scandal. Mary starts an emotional online relationship with a man named Sam, except plot twist. Sam is a woman pretending to be a man, and the whole thing ends with voicemails, leaked photos, and a national scandal. Cody's response?
He started saying all the right things, and I fell for it.
It wasn't physical cheating. So, sir, your wife got catfished on your watch, and your takeaway is technicalities? After that, Mary wasn't really in the family anymore. Not emotionally, not spiritually. She became the ghost wife, the woman who still showed up to film, but clearly forgot why. But that wasn't the only fracture forming. Let's talk favoritism.
Then she said she took a practice test and she failed. I'm nervous now.
Because from the moment Robin joined the Brown family, the energy shifted. Cody, who was supposed to be a loving partner to all his wives, suddenly had a favorite, and everyone knew it, especially Christine. Remember the wedding dress incident? Cody secretly helped Robin pick out her gown. Cute, right? Except he didn't do that for any of the other wives. Christine was so hurt, she cried on camera. Imagine sharing your husband and still getting less attention than the new girl. And look, it's not that Robin was a villain, it's that Cody stopped pretending not to have one.
Food too much, so I guess I'm glad I don't have that problem.
Fast forward to 2018, the family buys land in Arizona, Coyote Pass. And the plan is to build a polygamy palace for everyone. Except spoiler, no house ever gets built. Why? Because no one agrees on anything. Cody wants one big house, the wives want their own spaces, and suddenly this idealistic family becomes 4 separate households with matching passive aggression. Then came the real breaking point, the pandemic. COVID hit and Cody went full dictator mode. He made up a list of rules so strict it made the CDC look chill. No visiting, no traveling, no breathing near Robin basically. He parked himself at Robin's house and didn't leave. For months. Janelle's kids got the brunt of it. Her sons called him out for favoritism and were promptly banned from seeing him until they apologized. Janelle's response? You know what, Cody? Maybe you should apologize. Or better yet, get lost. That moment, when Janelle snapped, was the beginning of the end.
The prejudice and the stereotype that come along with being a larger person.
And Christine? She had already emotionally checked out. But Cody's decision not to travel with their daughter Isabel for her scoliosis surgery, that sealed it. Christine was done. She packed up, sold her house, and announced her departure from the family in 2021, via Instagram naturally. Cue the now iconic meltdown.
Man, just the knife in the kidneys over all these years.
It's a knife in the kidneys, Cody screamed, sobbing on camera. And just like that, the internet gained a meme and Cody lost a wife. But the collapse didn't stop there. In the year that followed, 1. Janelle left. 2. Mary finally admitted the marriage was over. 3. Cody was left with one wife. Just Robin. From one family, one house, to one man, one last hope. Fans started noticing what had been obvious for years. Cody wasn't leading a plural marriage.
Number 1, they believe in arranged marriage.
So you don't believe in arranged?
Not at all.
He was running a dictatorship with a favorite. Reddit exploded with takes. TikTokers stitched emotional scenes with clown music. Christine became a symbol of self-love. Robin got roasted as the final wife. And Cody, he became the balding gaslighter-in-chief. The show had officially jumped the shark, and that shark was wearing a "What Does the Nanny Do" t-shirt. Thanks, Peyton. Because yes, the kids joined in too. Gwendolyn, Peyton, even Leon, they all started sharing their own experiences. The illusion of a happy, united Brown family absolutely obliterated by their own children on social media. It wasn't just a TV breakup anymore. It was a public divorce, a dissection of what happens when you try to sustain 4 marriages on ego, vibes, and a production crew. By 2023, the once glowing ideal of sister wives was officially over. Cody was monogamous by default. Christine was remarried and glowing. Janelle was living her best grandma life. Mary was doing MLMs and running an Airbnb. And Robin, still crying in every episode like it's her full-time job. What began as a revolutionary take on love and family had become a cautionary tale with a reality TV filter.
If you have an antagonistic crowd, that is a hard thing. That's very hard to deal with.
And here's the kicker. All of this played out on camera. Every betrayal, every therapy session, every awkward group dinner where no one looked at each other. Viewers didn't just watch the fault, they participated in it. Live tweeting, meme making, and choosing sides like it was the Super Bowl of dysfunction. So yes, the cracks were there from the start. But the peak collapse? That came when even the kids looked at the cameras and said, yeah, our dad sucks. At this point, Sister Wives isn't a reality show. It's a slow-motion emotional hostage situation, and we're all Stockholm Syndrome survivors. Let's be real. The original premise, one man, multiple wives, functional family, no longer exists. Christine's gone, Janelle's gone, Mary's spiritually and legally ghosted. And Cody? He's now basically just a middle-aged monogamist who cries on the couch and blames everyone else for his choices. So, why is this still on TV? Because Sister Wives has entered its final evolutionary stage.
I thought, why not give her a chance to meet the whole family?
Emotional taxidermy. It's the hollowed out shell of what it used to be. Same music, same intro. But instead of family unity, we get passive-aggressive porch chats, Cody monologuing about betrayal, Robin crying into a decorative pillow, and B-roll of empty chairs that somehow feel more emotionally present than Cody himself. Even TLC seems confused. Season 20 should have been called Sister Wives: The Divorce Diaries. But no, we're still pretending like it's a functioning family dynamic, not Survivor Coyote Pass edition. And the fans were watching, but not for inspiration anymore. We're watching like you'd watch a slow-building train wreck in 4K. Christine getting her groove back on Instagram. Janelle thriving with her grown kids. Mary vaguely subtweeting her emotional healing journey. Cody still trying to build that dream house on land that might as well be cursed. The show isn't about plural marriage anymore. It's about denial. Denial that the experiment failed. Denial that this family is still a family.
I think it's emotion. I didn't try and be about anything.
It's emotion.
This is not just emotions.
Denial that Cody's not the main character in a story where literally no one wants to be around him. Online, the memes tell the truth better than the show. What does the nanny do? Girl, run. And the legendary knife in the kidneys. Reddit threads now feel like group therapy. TikTok recaps hit harder than the actual episodes. And YouTube channels do reaction videos with titles like Cody self-destructs in real time again. There's nothing left to salvage here. No tension, no real stakes, no illusion of balance. Just cameras capturing the ruins of a social experiment gone completely off the rails. It's not just bad TV. It's reality TV in purgatory. Stuck between a canceled premise and a production schedule no one had the heart to end.
It's insanely expensive. What about real moms wanting to buy without mortgaging your house?
So why is it so bad now? Because Sister Wives is no longer a show about love. It's a show about the aftermath of a man who mistook control for connection. And all that's left is the echo of a family that no longer exists. Sister Wives started as a radical love experiment. One man, 4 wives, 18 kids, one big dream. Multiply love, not problems. Except they multiplied the problems. For a while, it looked like it might work. They changed laws, got book deals. Oprah nodded approvingly, but behind the smiles and couch confessionals, the cracks were always there. In the end, it wasn't about polygamy. It was about one man slowly losing the plot and 4 women realizing they deserved better. Christine ran, Janelle disengaged, Mary ghosted, and Robin, well, she cried, Cody's dream of one big happy family, dead, buried somewhere on Coyote Pass next to the house that never got built. So, can Sister Wives be saved? Nope.
Guys, to help. And I feel like we're failing as a family right now. I'm sorry.
But it did teach us something valuable. Even in plural marriage, sometimes one breakup is just not enough. like and subscribe, and tell us which TLC star should never be trusted with blueprints, emotions, or group therapy again.